the AME on the Ricky.
There's definitely a world, but not this world.
How much roaming potential each side has in terms of the ganking is. White, swashbuckle, and that ends up being first blood, going the way of XXS.
Yeah.
AME still very healthy though.
This is what ends up happening when you don't have tangos for a minute now. Opting to currently eye up. Wait, what is he buying with this?
LSA connects, but limps back. Ori taking a lot of damage. TP is coming in from Baboka, but the last right click is enough from Y. So big kill for LGD here in the mid lane.
Yep. Portions this Drow has to have some sort of freedom to stand her ground and not just get run over by Ricky, by Primal Beast, by Ember.
Onslaught in with the trample. A lot of damage coming out onto Siamese Cat. Monet can't really do much, as that's going to lead to another kill on the Shadow Demon. Oh, Jin Q now getting kited as Monet. Does he have actually enough damage here as a pause comes out? All right, what the horse happens now, Cinderin? Hold on, hold on. Jin Q. He will... Oh! Die to Siamese Cat.
See, so here's the thing. He got this. He got the passive block there.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that's a factor we didn't consider. Willie, he was going to block
when you
some
say
crowd
we,
damage.
you mean you. You did not.
You did not consider it either.
Faith Beyond getting kited a bit more now by Monet.
Good damage. He might actually kill him here.
Yeah, he could. Multi-shot is there, and that's going to be enough. TP is coming in now.
That's what you asked, right?
Jin Q, onslaught. Oh, gets gusted. Immediate cancellation. That would have been option D. They killed both of them, and they split it.
All right, so every prediction we had was actually wrong.
That is correct.
It's not even
Ori, he's going to get glimpsed back, but
nice disrupt on the chains.
Searing chains, not available here, but Ori will drop nonetheless. There's nothing to say with the sleight of fist.
Oh, and he's even going to get a regen rune here for his troubles. Just needs to wait until the Shadow Poison runs out, and they can pop it. They could dive here. I think, did ST see this rune be picked up by the... He did have a ward on it, so Pichu shouldn't be too surprised.
Has made the trip over as well, and he's hungry for some Shadow Demon. Disruption on himself. But this is going to just delay the inevitable here as another kill goes the way of PSG.LGD. Ori does connect on the LSA. Baboka's here as well, but they don't have enough lockdown.
No arrow
as
ready.
Ori was not, he's not quite level 6.
Full level advantage. I don't know if this kill... Okay, with Primal, it's definitely going to be possible. Yep, they're getting a great angle here in Monet.
Monet inside the kinetic field. All he can do is pop that multi-shot, and it looks like, oh, okay. Gusted away, but back with the glimpse, and Monet falls to the ground as PSG.LGD get another valuable kill.
Yeah, that's what happens when Shadow Demon has already...
Or fall.
Such an early tower. They didn't have a siege creep remaining either. There's just no resources for LGD to hold on to this.
Yep, we got the Searing Chains. Ori's in a lot of trouble, and there's the Trample Onslaught combo as Jin Q able to help finish off the Lina. Laguna Blade was used, but not to much avail. So, PSG.LGD. All right, you said the Vanguard now online is Monet. He's going to get gone on here with the tricks of the trade from AME. Kinetic Field's going to keep him in place. All he can really do is multi-shot, but gets the gust off. They have a little bit of vision, but ends up going away. As we're going to see a Laguna Blade used in the middle of the jungle here. That'll lead to a kill onto Jin Q.
Nice escape there from Monet. He needs to be patient there with the... Or maybe he just had a different read on the lane, that he needed it. I think now that we've seen the lane play out, didn't really feel necessary. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. As we can see the jump here onto Siamese Cat. Instant disruption as Jin Q looking on the sideline for the bigger kill on Monet. Pulverize is there. They're going to be able to get the support right off the bat. The trample comes in. I think the gust actually missed here from Monet. He's going to get glimpsed back, and that is going to lead to a very valuable kill, although it goes to Y. Either way, PSG.LGD going to be very happy with this.
Yeah, they're going to still have their Static Storm intact, and Pulverize obviously a super short cooldown. So this support, I think this Ricky got off to a very good start, and as we've talked about, pretty polarizing hero. But with the start that he had,
to AME, Laguna Blade to follow, but
no backup.
The trade, yeah, the Moonlight Shadow giving cover for Ori, but allows him to initiate, but nobody to follow it up with. As Y taking a lot of damage in the meantime, as the multi-shot is finishing him up from the high ground. There's the first rolling thunder of the game from XXS, but nothing to say with the Remnant in a way. Now Monet has to be careful, as there are familiars just completely surrounding him. Soul Assumption is there as well, and the last right click will do it. Now the Pulverize applied to XXS. All he can do, actually mitigates a lot of damage to that shield crash, but doesn't last as long as it used to. Not able to get the stun on the Faith Beyond, but the Searing Chains is there. So 3 kills for PSG.LGD.
We're talking a 1/10 of a second there from a totally different outcome, I think. Nothing to say, just barely gets off the Activate Fire Remnant. If I were to guess, he probably takes the Blink Strike slow so he can stay on top of the Drow more easily. But there is something good to be said. I mean, the Smokescreen AoE talent is also pretty strong.
Okay, he's going to get glimpsed back. He is Moonlight Shadowed, but they have the vision, and they have the kill again as PSG.LGD looking extremely good at the moment. Sleight of Fist is going to connect onto 2. As extremely good news as a Riki, because he hasn't been involved at all. So I feel like this is just going to get amplified now as he starts to actually show up in these fights. As Siamese Cat looks like he's got the self-disrupt.
Good arrow.
Sassy wants to go for the roll. Faking it out here a bit. There's nothing to say. Does finish off Siamese Cat with that last Sleight Fist, but away he goes as PSG.LGD.
Oh, they got
very
the
confident. Big glimpse into the Static Storm and Pulverize. No chance for XXS as he does not have his shard. Obviously, that is going to be the big counter to that.
Dire's bottom tower.
And we'll see if
is that they get clumped up and get Pango rolled, and then the artillery just starts going to town with the Drow as well as Lina. So what they do is they poke and force out the Pango roll, and then they just disengage. And now that it's on cooldown,
no
they can go.
BKB or a Soul Assumption is there. Smokescreen as well. He's done. Monet gets a pretty good multi-shot, but this is going the way of PSG.LGD for sure. 2-0 to start it. And nothing to say is not done here quite yet. Gets the Searing Chains up, but the Disruption's going to delay this just for a little bit. Space Beyond continuing with his familiars, but Monet just ticking down ever so slowly. Another Gush, but there's the Blink Strike from AME. Double kill for him. Tricks of the trade, but Blink Strike back into the fray, and that's a 4th kill going the way of LGD, and this should be a free Roche as well. Riki is owning.
Yeah. It's only about the gold. It's about the flow of the map, right? Like, you can be 8k gold behind, but maybe still have some sort of a meaningful direction you can find in the game. It's just terrifying. I mean, look at nothing to say.
XXS, he's trying to get up. His Rolling Thunder, he does.
Nice switch.
He just attempts to TP away. I doubt they will try to fight this. Well, Jin Q takes a Demonic Purge. Siamese Cat's dead.
Yeah, this tower's lost now because you don't have Pango, so. And another instance where it feels like Aster would have been wiser. Riki, Shannon, you could take it on
the voice line is so rare.
That's true. It is a good voice line.
Trying to walk away here. Onslaught. Oh, he does see him, but gets gusted. But the glimpse back, that was just enough into the Static Storm. Trample as well, but Ori pops the BKB, gets the LSA to be able to cancel it. They do get the kill onto the Primal Beast, but there's a disruption to save Monet, but not for long enough. Down goes the Drow again. Demonic Person had nothing to say, and his Remnant's going to be really slow as a result, but he has the cover of his teammates. Shadow Demon dead. Ori basically out of mana, and that means they can now initiate, but the Moonlight Shadow giving him cover.
It's running out now.
From XXS. Nice blink onto 2 heroes. Here comes a nice Starstorm as well. Nothing to say. Gets stunned again. Do they have enough? They do. Big kill for Aster. Need to get more out of this, though. Swashbuckle onto Y, but now they're going to control XXS as he is within arm's reach of the Riki and the Smokescreen. And down he goes. So it ends up being a 4 for 2, and the Age is still intact.
And in the meantime, off to the side, AME did kill off. Easy to say, like, you're obviously going to go off a gut reaction there on what you can do.
We got the trample out of Invis from Jin Q, but Hurricane Pike back into the Glimpse and the Static Storm as well, but I don't think nothing to say can go any further as the pressure is being applied onto Y. XXS wants to finish him off, and they will be able to do so. Nothing to say, has to pop the BKB now in retreat. By the way, I wanted to talk about Jin Q's build. He's going for
His role in this game is more of a controlling nature than a killing one, so he's just going to charge in, mess up the fight, make space.
Oh, LSA connects, Laguna Blade as well, Static Storm just for defensive measure, but it's not enough. Nothing to say is dead. Does have the buyback, not sure if he wants to use it in this engagement. It looks like they're going to lose their Primal Beast as well.
Okay.
Nice setup there by Aster, baiting the rune.
That ward, value for them, getting that Ember kill, and the Primal Beast trying close. He's going.
He's got the 4-man's Force Staff, which is the Tumbler's toy, which gets deactivated when you take damage.
Yep.
Not so helpful, maybe.
Q.
Q instantly silenced and deleted off the map.
Oh, they found AME too!
But he pops the BKB. But obviously, for the first BKB, not the type of usage that he would have wanted.
What is it with this game and LGD getting BKBs off with, like, no time before? I do think it needs to be level 2 before it can.
I mean, that was mostly for the change, for the shard, right? When you're rolling Thunder and then you just shard on top of them.
Oh, speaking of which.
Yep, that's going to be the deletion of XXS. LGD want to fight immediately. Shadow Demon's going to get, well, nice disruption on self, so it's going to cancel the Glimpse, but he still will have to cancel his own life. And this could lead to Roche.
Aster just got a great comeback, and now they get caught off in the before Shard even existed, and then it just faded away from existence for like 2 or 3 years.
What was the mean build was sleep dart into
Meteor Hammer,
right?
yeah.
I don't think we're going to be seeing that, just going out.
Yeah, I don't think so here.
Oh, the Gust coming out. XXS gets the Blink Dagger off. Visage is taking a lot of damage. It's going to be enough to actually get beautiful rolls coming out from XXS. They take him out 2 for nothing to start this fight. But Ori, stuck inside of no man's land, he gets brought down to his knees. Buyback coming out of the Disruptor now, but look, the heroes from PSG.LGD are very low. They're going to lose the Aegis pretty much right off the bat as well. Now he's surrounded, pops the BKB, trying to focus down the Shadow Demon. The Disruption comes out, but nope, not going to be enough. Nothing to say with the Sleight of Fist. Double kill for AME. So PSG.LGD, I mean, I don't even know who won that fight. There was a buyback.
A bit of survivability, but I don't know. Not sure if Axe is the best purchase.
Well, Aster do have their first 4 staff now, outside of Monet, of course.
They don't have Moonlight, so are they going to be spotted here? There's Glimpse.
Yep, the
Forcing
Glimpse
BKB
back.
probably.
Monet, he's going to get disrupted, so doesn't need to pop it, but the Mirana is going to die for her sins. Monet pops the BKB inside that Static Storm. There's nothing to say. He's getting melted inside. Gets off the Sleight of Fist and able to remnant away. And now AME trying to focus on Monet, but has to reset. Buyback coming out of the Shadow Demon, as it looks like Jin Q falls to XXS. And the fight ends up resetting here.
Fine, basically, so might have been fine either way. Well, at the end of the day, the Ring of Health only costs half of what he paid, right? Because he gets the refund, so.
Very true.
XXS.
XXS gets off a nice Rolling Thunder, trying to control the Disruptor. Only gets the 1 stun, though, as Monet pops the BKB, but said there's nothing to say. He's all alone here on the high ground. Gets off the Sleight of Fist, and the Remnant's able to buy enough distance to live. And a Rolling Thunder continuing to go for XXS. AME able to get the tricks of the trade off onto the low ground with the Blink Strike. They've lost their Primal Beast.
Aster stands so strong in this position. This is like the dream spot to play Drow Shadow Demon. You have the hill. Shadow Demon gets to play key other area of the map, but Aster are just ready for it. They have good formation. Another great Rolling Thunder once again from XXS just took Disruptor out of the fight from the beginning.
Ori trying to delete the Disruptor, 1 right click away. They will find him. It looks like the force staff ends. The Shadow Demon gets to the Disruption just in time, and nothing to say melts. AME gets the Blink Strike off. Make it 2 now as Faith Beyond kind of stuck. I believe he used the shard here to keep himself alive for the time being. That's going to set up a potential stun from the LSA. Now the right clicks come, and that should be more than enough damage for Aster to eat through 2 cores for PSG.LGD. And the tier 2 tower will fall as well.
This game, minute 22, Gaben gave Radiant 88% chance of winning.
And then Ricky started fighting, and suddenly
he sold his Ring of Health and his bye-bye Barracks, 5-second push to take both of those out after the tower falls. Aster now taking control of the game, and you would imagine if they get this 3rd Roche, they will be feeling very, very confident about taking the win here after a rough early mid-game. Just weathered the storm, had good position, better prepare.
Oh, one of these days, I'm gonna get it.
It's nothing you want more in Dota.
That's true.
Than for pro games to go 60 minutes so you can talk about your items.
That's right.
And I think in all the time we've cast together, it's happened once.
Moonlight Shadow, Faith Beyond.
Another good Rolling Thunder.
Fire AME, LSA, and the Laguna Blade. He's dead. No buyback at all as Ori. His right clicks are not something you can ignore. They are able to find the Mirana though, so it's a 1-for-1. But again, much more value kill coming out from Aster.
Offensive glimpse. And as we've seen time and time again, he's been struggling to even get to play his hero. Maybe in the base, and with the Axe, they can, okay, they're going to sleep into the storm.
Yep, Static Storm is there. Blink Strike as well, the BKBs, but Disruption buys a lot of time, and he's A-okay as Ori, he's going to get the instant kill onto nothing to say, who does not have buyback. And now they're going to turn this around onto the Primal Beast. This looks like the beginning of the end of game number 1 as Aster have come back with a vengeance. They were down big time early, but ever since the Blink Dagger came from XXS, as the GGs come out, it was just one-sided. Just a crazy game.
Isn't it kind of ironic how we're talking about how Ricky either snowballs or gets